No, you can't, because guess
None of this sounds like thank you for not fucking with 9 years.
Woo! The Joe Budden podcast has officially entered into his Real Ninja era. How I describe a Real Ninja podcast to be is when old heads sit for 2 hours, gossip, and try to convince the audience that they're more of a real ninja than their co-host. We've literally seen on this very same podcast, Ish and Queen's Flip go at it because Ish thought that Queen's Flip was trying to present himself as the realest ninja alive. No, I'm not kidding. Those are Flip's exact. Check it out.
Why do you think you the realest nigga breathing? You not the realest nigga in the room. Stop doing that. Like,
there's only one rule on the Joe Budden podcast. If you want peace and harmony, you cannot present yourself as a realer ninja than your co-host. Because apparently those old heads take that seriously. And that's exactly what happened on their most recent podcast. You see, Ish and Joe almost came to blows because Joe Budden and Ish were fighting over who is a realer ninja.
Female friends you got, you be knowing about half of these nigga dick because the girls tell you.
I got their dicks on my phone.
What?
I do.
Did with your man. I'm gonna curse the girl the fuck out if she sends me a video of her fucking some other nigga.
Yeah, corny.
Or some other nigga's dick.
So on this edition of Who's the Realer Ninja, Joe volunteered some information about how, his female friends send him a lot of pictures of other men's penises and he keeps it in his phone. Ish and Queen's Flip then uttered a sentiment of, bro, that's some corny ish to do. That's corny. Bro, what type of man going to accept another man's penis in their phone? Ish even went as far as saying, bro, if a chick sent me that, bro, I'm cussing her out. So Joe, realizing that he's being out real ninja, right? That they are out real ninja him, and the audience is now catching the vibe that maybe Joe is corny and Ish and Queen's Flip is more of a real ninja than he is. Well, Joe got to turn the narrative back to I'm a realer ninja than those two guys.
Oh, you bugging them.
That's corny.
Yeah,
no,
that's
it's not.
I think
don't
that's
want to
corny.
see you fucking
I think
another
that's
nigga.
corny. I think that's corny.
You could. Everybody different. Everybody's different. If a girl sends me her fucking some other nigga, I don't want to see that bitch.
But why, if you be asking the nigga how it is when he fucked the girl?
I'm asking my homeboy.
Nigga, what is the difference? Get this nigga the fuck out of here.
It's a very big
Get him the fuck out of here. What is he saying?
Joe starts over talking and being condescending, which he usually does when the other person is making a solid point. I guess over talking and being condescending now tricks the audience into thinking that person is sounding stupid while they're making a pretty logical point, right? It's just saying that hoarding dick pics in your phone from women ain't pee. That's corny, right? Now, Joe even upped the antics a little bit when Joe began to call Flip and Ish losers for thinking that hoarding dick pics in your phone is some corny thing.
I'm not talking to a girl about another nigga. That's weird.
No. Stop. Because y'all are trying to frame it a certain way.
I didn't say nothing.
Because y'all
I
are
didn't
losers.
frame nothing.
Don't frame it.
You're the winner. Because you got another nigga dick in your phone.
This is a dialogue.
You see Joe get more visibly upset because whatever Joe throws at Ish is conducting a masterclass on how to out real ninja somebody else, right? Because Joe calls Ish a loser, Ish then flips that and saying, oh, so you a winner for hoarding other men dicks in your phones? Got all the other hosts laughing at Joe. Now Joe is feeling a little salty, right? Because whatever he's throwing at Ish, Ish is ducking and conducting a masterclass.
This is a dialogue. You can call me a loser, but
no, you called me the loser first.
I did.
Because I asked my friend if they fucked the girl.
And when I finish expounding on why I think your loser ass is a loser, you can call me a loser and I will not interrupt. That's a dialogue. So can I go now?
Sure.
Joe realizes, man, that Ish is just too masterful. He's outdueling, outclassing Joe in his real ninja, competition. So Joe gets up and leaves and calls for reinforcement. And the reinforcement he calls for is a friend of Joe's and Ish. All three has been friends for quite a long time now. So when the friend comes on the podcast, the conversation sort of switched to talking to a woman about another man is corny. And talking to a man about a female is cornier. Well, when that conversation starts, the friend now alludes to that Ish is being a hypocrite and he got some things he can expose Ish with on his podcast right now because apparently Ish past actions is not consistent with how Ish is acting right now or what Ish is saying.
It's backwards.
There's an unspoken rule that you don't discuss niggas with bitches. That's an unspoken rule. We don't do that. I'm not sitting here talking to you about the next nigga. That's corny, bro. That's corny and weird. And on top of that, that's how pillow talk starts.
What are you talking about?
To talk to a girl.
Bitches with niggas.
Yeah.
What?
I don't think niggas should be discussing bitches with their niggas.
Yo, you know what? When we get off camera, I'm gonna tell you something.
So after the friend alludes to maybe being able to say something on a podcast that could expose Ish, but he's not going to, Ish then sparks back because, again, you can't come on this podcast and try to make Ish sound like he's not a real one. He's not a real ninja. You can't try to out real ninja Ish. So then Ish strikes back with, oh, y'all two are fronting. I got something, too, that could expose both of y'all because y'all past actions is not consistent with what y'all are saying right now. And the person in the back y'all heard saying talking to other men about women is also corny was Joe.
Y'all niggas front.
To shut all this down.
And y'all
you're
front.
right. But I'm gonna tell you why I go
And y'all
against that.
front.
You think that
Both of y'all are fronting.
About
And I got
what?
examples of fucking both of y'all. are
About
fronting.
what?
Y'all fronting, yo.
Front about what?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm
About
gonna
what?
tell you.
About what?
I'm gonna tell you.
Tell me about what? About what?
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, don't tell me now.
Right off mic.
No, you can put it. No. You can tell me on mic. You can tell me on mic.
Nigga, we not you. Unpause, nigga. Resume.
He gave you the
Resume,
So
nigga.
then after that back and forth, they cut a couple things out. I'm guessing it got a little bit too heated. We do see them standing up and like going back and forth, sort of playfully as well. But they muted what was being said, so I guess that information isn't privy to us. But what happens when they do sit down and regather is probably one of the pettiest things I've ever seen Joe do.
Listen, any girl, I don't give a fuck who she is. If I used to date her before, she could have been my girlfriend. Nigga, if she want to give you some box, that's her box to give. I can't police that box.
Stop it.
No,
Stop it.
Hold on.
You better stop it. You better stop it.
Hold on now.
Because I'll get that bazooka right out that
You
closet.
can't though.
nigga.
You can't though.
You better stop it.
I stand by that.
You better stop
Now,
it.
Even if Joe felt like his mans was fronting for the camera right now, or his mans was trying to be a super real ninja, or like playing that character, he could have at least let his man slide. It's a public podcast, all right? But Joe trying to call out Ish right now at this particular point in the podcast is all about Joe trying to redeem himself, bro. It's all about Joe feeling like Ish got the best of him during this podcast, and he's trying to expose Ish and have the people see Ish as a hypocrite, right? So when Ish is saying, bro, even if I used to date this girl, she was my girlfriend, it don't matter. If another man want to hit and she want to give him some box, I don't care. Now, apparently Joe and Ish have been in the exact same situation before where Ish's ex-girlfriend was over at Joe Budden's crib trying to give him some cat, and Ish had an issue with it. I don't know why Joe would even bring this to the podcast, but Joe did.
now I stand by that.
This nigga. Stop.
It's no bazooka to get.
Stop, y'all.
It's not.
Because if that was the case, then why would you ever be questioning me about why your ex is at my house?
Boom. Because you made the statement that you would never do that.
I wouldn't do it.
But you did.
No, I didn't.
So let me answer you.
Now you flustered.
No,
now you flustered,
I'm not
looking
even,
stupid.
I'm not even.
Now you looking stupid.
This is the exact same tactic that Joe used to do on those stupid Dominican women he used to date, right? Joe would take them to their boiling point. I'm talking about take them like to the edge of just snapping, and then Joe would come back down to level 20, and while he's level-headed, while he's calm, they are spazzing so that he comes across as logical and level-headed and reasonable, right? So he exposes Ish, right? And while Ish is speaking, he's over-talking Ish, takes Ish to the boiling point, then he comes back to level 20, and now he's talking about dialogue, calm down. Ish finally has enough of it, and Ish just starts going off.
It's a dialogue.
It's a dialogue. Well, stop cutting
So
me off.
your ex
You
is at
asked me a
somebody's
question,
house.
let
It's
me
her
fucking
pussy.
answer it,
It's
and
her
it's a
pussy.
dialogue.
Why? It's a dialogue. Why you cursing and
'Cause you
screaming?
always do
But why
this.
you don't?
Yo, Joe, listen, we got to study into this, bro. Like, who's the top 10 manipulators of all time? I believe you probably got like Adolf Hitler, probably got Stalin. Bro, Joe got to be in that top 5, bro. I can't tell you another world leader or person I know who's more manipulative than Joe Budden.
to scream. I'm your friend.
Quiet.
I love you.
I'm gonna be a church mouse.
I did not do that to you because I love you.
No, you asked me a question, and then when I went to answer it, you cut me off. That's what took place.
This is a dialogue.
I know, so let me answer your question. Dialogue, man.
The name of this is
You asked me a question, let me answer.
Catch your breath.
We had a conversation on what to do. No, don't let him deter you. Don't let him distract you. We had a conversation on what I would and wouldn't do. Joe said I would never do X, Y, and Z. I started laughing. It was on the podcast.
Yep, I remember.
I started laughing. So Joe like, what's so funny? Ha ha. I'm saying, yo, you would do that. He said, no, I wouldn't. I said, yes, you would. You had my ex in your fucking house filling up with hookah.
That means I was trying to fuck your ex.
Yo, it gotta be New Jersey. Yo, New Jersey breeds the Joe Budden archetype, bro. Because I don't see no Joe Buddens walking around New York or Philly or like LA at all. Come on, Joe. You in the crib smoking hookah with your man's ex, and your question is, oh, that means I'm trying to hit? Bro, what did that mean, Joe? Oh, you brought her over for some great conversations. Oh, she's a great articulator. She's a hilarious person. She's just a great chick to be around, so you brought her over to smoke hookah and talk about world economics. Come on, Joe.
No, you said I wouldn't entertain a nigga ex. Joe's comment, you not moving the goalpost today. We're not going to get into a screaming match.
And you screaming.
We all were here.
You
Joe
moving
said,
it and you
I don't
screaming.
even talk to the girl, my man's exes. Am I
Yes.
wrong? Am I wrong,
That's
Clark?
a fact, yes.
Am I wrong?
That's a fact.
That is what you said.
I'm saying it now,
And
too.
I'm saying you lying because you have talked to my exes before. I didn't say I gave a fuck. I was pointing out that you did it. That you were in your house with my ex-bitch of 9 years smoking hookah.
Joe, you a dirtbag, bro. Joe, you a sleaze bag, man. 9 years? Your homie's ex of 9 years, bro. I can understand, if my homie was dating a chick for 6 months, right? Or, he like popped the chick here and there, on and off with the chick for 12 months at most. But your homie dated a chick for 9 years. Damn near his wife? They broke up and you invited her over for hookah to dig in her guts? Yo, you a foul dude, Joe. Yo, you foul, bruh.
So you sitting here lying. I didn't say I mind, because again, if she don't mind, who the fuck am I to mind?
But hold on, but that you kind of mind a little bit.
No, I don't. I'm telling Joe
That's not the
that
mind.
he's
What he's
lying
saying
about never doing that.
Yeah. So you didn't care
That was a
initially when you
mind.
found out.
Yeah. She told me. I never approached him. I ain't give a fuck.
But she didn't tell you.
She did tell me
She
that.
didn't tell you.
You're wrong.
Then why was she there?
I don't know. I don't know why she was there.
She could have left that out.
Y'all gotta understand Joe and his manipulations, bruh. This dude Joe is nasty, man. Yo, Joe work is nasty, bruh. Yo, Joe got caught red-handed being a sleazeball, right? So what did Joe do? Joe asked a vague question, right, that he can twist and contour with semantics. And when Ish gave an answer like, bruh, like, she told me, right, she was over there smoking hookah. Then Joe said, no, she didn't tell you. Well, if she told you, then why was she over there? Essentially saying that because she left out the details of why she was over there, that don't count as telling you because she didn't tell you the whole truth. Like, and then you walk off instead of telling your mans why she was there, bro. Yo, bro, Joe is sneaky, bro.
But your girl of 9 years never told you why she was there, and then you start questioning your man on the podcast.
I didn't question my man.
See, that's where.
Stop.
That's where it's different.
Now you're moving the
He didn't question you
goalpost.
about-
I'm not moving the goalpost.
You are.
Tell me how. I'm asking
Yes,
like.
You're moving the goalpost because
It's a
As
dialogue.
as usual.
This is a
Now you're
dialogue.
gonna make me be the argumentative one. Go ahead.
So look, you're moving the goalpost because his point is not that you were there talking to his ex or whatever. It was you said I would never do that, and he's proving to you you did do that.
Ice,
that was the point.
Stop right there. Maybe he misunderstood me. What I said here, which is I wouldn't fuck none of y'all exes, I wouldn't try to fuck none of y'all exes, is the same thing I'm saying now.
That's not what you said back then.
Then what did I say?
You said, yo, I wouldn't even entertain them. I wouldn't talk to them. You said, yo, you felt funny going in the strip club talking to Imani's old girl at the bar.
That's a fact.
Just saying hi.
That's a
like, yo,
fact.
I wouldn't entertain
That's
them.
a
I wouldn't
fact.
do none of that.
Joe
That's what it
Budden
said.
would not entertain and would feel uncomfortable conducting conversation with any of y'all exes. So if a conversation happened with one of y'all exes, there had to be a way that she finagled that to happen, right?
Here's the issue with the finagling conversation. She ended up in your house where you got her hookah and y'all was smoking it together and talking at that point, right? Again, if that's my homie's ex of 9 years and I'm taking a stance of I wouldn't even entertain my homie's ex, there's no finagling there. Like, you show up at my house unannounced, you're not coming in, right? How does she finagle her way into your house with the hookah and y'all smoking a hookah?
And if she finagled that to happen, she probably was trying to finagle something else, right? Girlfriend of 9 years, but she didn't. She managed to tell you none of anything.
Possibility.
But she managed to tell you none of anything.
That's
Joe is very consistent in what he's saying.
You're
Where's Joe moving the goalposts?
Because you said, please, you gonna let me answer you?
He said that she might have tricked.
Stop, Flip.
Okay.
You gonna let me answer you? This is a very simple concept.
And you did care because you brought it up mad years later. You don't speak to her, I don't speak to her. You brought it up. You care.
You are wrong.
That nigga.
Just take note of how Joe Budden continues to tell Ish, oh, she finagled her way into it. Oh, you don't even know how she finagled her way into it, right? But it never tells Ish exactly how she finagled her way into it. So Joe never explains how she ended up at his house with hookah being burnt up in a smoking hookah.
Distant in what I said. I said that this far.
He asked me a question I would love to answer.
I didn't ask you shit.
You just asked me how the bitch got to your house. You let her come in your house. She can't finagle you to come in the house that you pay the rent.
She could.
So you don't know. So you don't know how she got now. So you don't know how she got now. So you don't know how she got now.
Again, Joe being really vague but refusing to tell Ish how she got in the house or how she finagled her way into it. Now, the next part of this conversation is just flagrant, right? Because Joe now, he's trying to go for Ish's ego and manhood, right? Because Ish dated this chick for 9 years. The chick was over at Joe's crib smoking hookah. Now, Joe is about to tell Ish probably one of the most nastiest, foul things a man can say to another man that he calls a friend.
No, you can't. Because guess
None of this sounds like thank you for not fucking my bitch of 9 years.
Woo! Woo! He took it there. He took it there. Yo, if I'm Ish, bro, the podcast over, homie. We gotta squabble. We gotta the podcast over. No. Yo, if I'm Ish after that line, bro, I'm having difficulties even coming back to work with you again. F you me, thank you for not smashing your bitch of 9 years. What? And you said on a podcast that's pre-recorded and you left it in for the audience to see? Nah. Nasty work, man.
I don't give a fuck.
None of this sounds like that.
I'm not thanking you for
that. But you're welcome.
I'm not thanking you for that. I don't care if you.
But you're yelling at me for it.
Because you won't let me speak. You asked me a question and then you won't let me answer. You cut me off.
Look how you're speaking to your friend.
This nigga.
Seriously. Look how he's speaking to his friend. Look how he's speaking to me.
But you're gaslighting.
Look how he's speaking to me.
But you're gaslighting, Joe.
That's right. No girl can walk in your house under no pretenses at all.
That's not true.
Dog, can I finish my fucking sentence?
Yeah, all right.
No girl can walk in your house under any pretenses without you turning the knob and opening the door.
Joe gets up and leaves as Ish is making a good point, so Joe can avoid telling Ish how the girl finagled her way into Joe's crib.
Of course, I never get an opportunity to finish my sentence.
Because nothing you say matters.
Every time I make sense,
niggas have liked and loved lying, trifling chicks. Like, that's just the bottom line. So I don't even really understand this particular conversation. Whatever she said to get in the house clearly was some bullshit, nigga, because she had another plan. What are you talking about?
Who said? Nobody said anything.
What are you talking? Yes, it's a fact that you have to open the door to let somebody in a house.
Open to possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
You see how easily I'm open to the possibility? Again, I'm accepting that, but you are not accepting that you said something to the total contrary, which is I wouldn't hold no conversations with y'all niggas bitches.
Now, one day when she feel like telling you the truth, she could tell you what was said to her face, which supports my point of I would look at y'all bitches like they are Martians if they tried that shit with me.
Yo, peep the grade A manipulation, bro. Yo, I think it's a skill to be this wrong about something, but doubling down to this extent. Joe is telling Ish, again, Joe was telling Ish that Ish is wrong for Ish saying there's no way for her to finagle her way into your crib past your boundaries. Meaning, you told Ish that you won't even entertain any one of our exes. But you entertained my ex of 9 years enough to where she was able to enter into your house. You was able to give her drinks and hookah, and yo was on your couch smoking hookah and drinking drinks. That's wrong. like that's wrong. And Joe is such a manipulator that he then tells Ish, his homie, his boy, his co-host, his friend, his right-hand man's, oh, I'm not going to tell you why she was in the crib. Oh, I'm not going to tell you how she finessed or finagled her way into my house. That's on her to tell you. Bro, Joe, who do you owe loyalty to? Ish or this chick? Yo, you're moving foul.
Hey, whether I speak to you niggas or not.
You dismissing my sentence.
Oh.
You're dismissing my sentence. your Joe's sentence in the summer was, I would never even entertain none of y'all bitches. I wouldn't talk to y'all bitches. I would never da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Opening the door and lighting the hookah is not entertaining a bitch.
Now, it's at this point Ish begins to get irate because Joe and Queen's Flip is trying to change the narrative into Ish is upset and he's simping, he's tender Dean over this chick he dated for 9 years, and that Ish is only bringing it up right now because Ish feelings is hurt and that Ish is a simp. So Ish now has to clarify that he's big pimping Ish. He's a real ninja. And bro, he just flies off the handlebar and things get real heated.
Y'all niggas are saying something that I'm not saying.
You're just
I don't
saying
care if the bitch went over there and attempted to pull Joe's drawers off. Who said that that's not a possibility?
You're just saying that the fact that he had
I'm saying that Joe did something that he starkly says he does not do. That's the fucking point.
Ish, that's your point, right?
Joe said he won't hold the conversation with our bitches. Am I wrong, Ice?
He said it.
Am I wrong, Ice? So when you open the fucking door and you light up a hookah, you are having a conversation with a bitch.
This conversation been going on for about like 20 minutes. Now, usually I'm skipping and fast forwarding, but right when I was about to skip and fast forward, Joe came back on scene, and I can't even describe it, bro. Check out this fuckery.
People I know.
Bruh,
Don't start losing context now.
You can't
I have regular. I'm not. You just need to keep up. I have conversations with all of y'all old bitches still to this day. That's not what the fuck we were saying.
That wasn't.
I would not be having a conversation trying to pop your old bitch.
Look at the new
nor would I dignify she was trying to pop. You talk about a fucking hookah with your sensitive ass. Shut your fucking
I'm
ass
far
up,
from
nigga.
sensitive, nigga. I don't give a fuck about these bitches.
You asked me 10 years later, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Like you did with your bitch.
No, I did not. No, I did not. I'm not you. I'm not you. That's what the fuck I keep saying. I've never asked you that 10 years later. I asked you that when you was by the pool giving my old bitch a foot rub. What are you talking about?
He's lying. Ain't nobody touched that bitch. He lying. That's number one. How does conversation start?
You just said today. You just said today that he popped your old chick.
Look. And he said it in the summer. He said it both times. Yo, you pick and choose.
No, the first one you said.
Both times.
I'm with you because I made a complaint. But
After this, Melissa Ford came back and, like Joe just said, bro, you got it. You feel me? And then cooler heads prevail. Here's my thing, right? Joe is known. He's an archetype for destruction. Joe is known for self-sabotaging and ruining good things, right? Joe ruined his first record deal. Got a hit record. He was a star. Ruined it. Burned bridges. Joe went to radio. Got a radio job after rap wasn't working out. Burned those bridges. Went to Complex. Had a hit show with Academics. Burned those bridges and left, right? Had a hit podcast with Rory and Mal. Burned the bridges right there. Both co-hosts left. Revitalized his podcast. Brought it back. It's another hit. And now it seems like Joe is on the same path he was before, when Rory and Mal left, right? Because Joe and Rory had the same back and forth tension for a minute before things just came to head and escalated. Now it looks like Joe is having the exact same thing with multiple co-hosts, right? He had to suspend Queen's Flip because Queen's Flip cussed him out and tried to fight him. Now Ish almost, it came to blows with Joe. It got that heated. Yo, Joe needs to do a better job, man, at, just managing his situations, bro. Because I have a real interesting feeling, bro, in about 2 months, this same crew of people wouldn't be here, right? Again, in 2 months, this same crew of people won't be here. It's your boy, Poetic Flacco. Like the video, sub to the channel, comment for the algorithm. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.